Internet folk, and hello to the Tiddlerhood. A little demo of a prototype that I've put together to easily export tiddlers, single tiddlers, to export a single tiddler as data URI. Now, I don't know enough about these things to explain what they are, but essentially it's taken HTML for a tiddler and putting it in what's like an internet link, but it's called a data URI, and all of the HTML is in one line and can be fed to a web browser like any internet link, something like that. You go read up on it to get the proper information. What I've done is I've created a single tiddler called the Data URI Maker, which can be imported into any TiddlyWiki. And this is pretty rough. It works okay. The whole point is to convert any tiddler into just plain HTML and to strip out any CSS, strip out any links, and other things. So it's pretty bare bones. I might try to expand it to do more later. But let's give this thing a try with two substantial wikis, TiddlyWikis. With loads of content. Of course, there's TiddlyWiki.com and Grok TiddlyWiki, and we're just going to try this on a few tiddlers to see what the results are. So let's drag this over into Grok, and let's import this tiddler. And you notice as soon as we import the tiddler, it adds a new button to the view toolbar for tiddlers. We'll explore that in a second. Let's do the same thing for tiddlywiki.com. Let's drag that guy over and let's import it there too. So one single tiddler that does everything. It's nice. Not a whole bunch of tiddlers, easy to get rid of later. So let's close that off and let's see what this does. Let's try just the hello there tiddler and see what happens. Now when we press the button, it pops up a modal and shows us how this tiddler got translated into plain HTML, right? Which we can then select this and copy it. We can modify it if we want to. As we modify this this HTML, this data URI, we can go and as we modify this, it updates this link above. Now we can't click on this link directly. Why, I don't know. I haven't figured out the technical reasons. But if we right click on it and we say open the link in a new window, and now we get to see what this data URI, what the results of the data URI are. And okay, so it's not very pretty. There's some things that can probably do here, such as getting rid of extra, who knows what that is. Let's take a peek. We have to dig into the HTML here and figure out why we got these extra big blank spaces here. Could be where there were images, don't know. But it has the text and it keeps the bold formats, italics, probably underline too. We'll have to try that on some other page. So that's the results there. And here's a pretty substantial page from Grok TiddlyWiki. Let's give that a spin. And yeah, not really interested in seeing all of the details here. Don't really care. I want to see what the page looks like. So let's open that in a new window and let's see what the results are. So that's what that tiddler looks like brought over. No, that's not too bad. The whole idea here is to be able to take content from maybe your private TiddlyWiki, export a tiddler to data URI, so that you can then just share the content from that one tiddler without necessarily sharing links to things that may be private inside your TiddlyWiki or whatnot. So it strips out the links because the links might not work for somebody just looking at this one page of information. So that looks promising. We notice that there are some funny characters there. Why? I don't know enough about the web and HTML to figure out what that is. It's probably some kind of character that gets translated somehow. I'll have to do some digging to figure that out. But generally, if we look at this, I mean, it's a way to share, some text with someone without having all of the wonderful, CSS that we have in TiddlyWiki. There's no CSS here, but at least, the text is kind of formatted in the sense that we got the bold and we got the underlines and stuff like that. So that looks good. Let's try something else in TiddlyWiki.com. Maybe we can go to the contents and find something interesting there that we can look at. How about this one? Okay, that's just a plain list, not particularly fancy, but if we had some reason to share that with somebody, nope, that didn't come out right. So a little something got screwed up there. I'll have to check my code to see what caused the bullet points to disappear. I'm just going to do that one more time just to make sure. Yeah, see, not working right. Okay, so a little something to fix it there, whatever that is. I must have, my code is probably stripping something out that it shouldn't be stripping out. But anyway, so far this is where I'm at, is just getting the basics working, just proof of concept here. So let's take a peek at that one. Nothing particularly fancy here to see, but there it is, in just a nice little string of text, a way to share some information from a tiddler, to share certain tiddlers with folk, the content inside of them. What other good stuff do we have over here? Why TiddlyWiki? Not quite sure what that's going to turn out like. Let's take a peek. Open this in a new window. And okay, so we can see we got some stuff missing here, but it looks like the detail elements are working, so that's kind of good. Anyway, so you get a feel of what's going on here, and the beauty of having this all in one little tiddler, for to be able to include this in any TiddlyWiki by just dragging this one tiddler into another TiddlyWiki. And if we take a peek, we see that, yeah, okay, I've got some macros in there, and that's the extent of it. That's all there is to it. How's about we make that a little bit bigger so maybe you can read it a little easier watching this video. I'll put this out there at some point. I want to fine tune it a little bit more, but this is pretty simple as far as being able to set something up to export some HTML tiddler in HTML form without any fluff, without the CSS or all that business. And that's probably a good thing, because not all web browsers can handle a huge amount of HTML content inside of a data URI. So I think I'll probably stick to keeping these simple, with just allowing simple HTML stuff to go into the data URI. Might be setting this up with checkboxes so that we can customize the creation of a data URI for a tiddler, by saying that yes, we do want to include certain things. Not quite sure how to handle that, but anyway, a little demo just to show you the status of the work I've done so far. Anyway, cheers.